Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? Hope all is well this morning for all of you. We have a nice little episode today. Of course, you missed me yesterday because, I'm a busy guy. There's a lot of work I gotta do. If you don't believe me, you should follow my regular personal vlog. All right, before I continue, thank God that all of us wake up this morning because plenty we don't even deserve to wake up. So it's based on God's mercy we wake up this morning. So thank God for that. Right? I know you guys probably used to hearing me cursing up and stuff like that. Remember, right? I don't really like to curse. I can cuss well though. I ain't got time with anybody. I can cuss real well, right? But I ain't really like do that, right? The reality is that things are just so screwed up in the country at the moment that it's hard to get people not to curse. It's the only way people vent, right? However, there are some good ways to vent, and then there are bad ways. There are ways to vent that become illegal. And we're going to be talking about some of that today. In fact, we have a very interesting video to show you. And there's a real important reason as to why I'm going to be showing you guys this video, right? Because we are currently being run by a double standard, right? There's a sick double standard going on in the country where some people are allowed to do and say as they please, and the average Guyanese citizens are persecuted for speaking up, right? So we definitely want to be able to address this here today because I think it is grossly unfair, right? I think the DPP needs to step in, right? The government in itself got its own little headaches, but we need, as a country, to stand up and hold persons accountable, right? You would have probably heard me say this before, and it's a true thing. Inaction should make you almost just as guilty as no action or committing the crime, I should say, right? Because inaction is no action, right? So inaction should make you just as guilty as the person who is committing the crime, provided that you are the person with the authority and the obligation and the duty to the public to stand up and do what is right. That means that you yourself are actually betraying the public. So we want to be able to talk about that a little bit, right? We're going to talk about Mingo's magic boxes. And yes, I say magic boxes. Why do I say magic boxes? Because only he know the magic as to how he get them numbers, right? Realistically speaking, right? Only he know how he got those numbers, right? I personally don't know how he got the numbers. The international community that has been watching and following doesn't know how he got the numbers. GECOM seems to be the only people that know how Mingo got those numbers because Mingo works for GECOM, right? So when it's time to bring down some actions against Mingo, right, you can't just bring it against Mingo, right? In fact, Mr. Alexander's right. You lock up everybody in the commission. And then you go through the same legal trial process that everybody else who they sit in prison got to go through, which is you sit there and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, and if you ain't got money for pay a judge a bribe or pay the prosecutor them for call your case fast, and you ain't got that, you gotta go through it, right? See, this is a very funny thing, a very, very funny thing, because the whole commission responsible, right? If you country pick war with another country and that country come in for kill your skunt, they killing everything there. They ain't left in anything for say, hey, this and this and this. No. So Alexander's right. The whole GECOM need to be arrested, based on Mr. Alexander's word. Everybody in GECOM needs to be arrested, and an interim government needs to step in, right? APNU has contradicted everything GECOM has done, and APNU has contradicted themselves. This is a fact. This ain't lie. Check it out. You got a million different lies coming out. Everybody lying on each other. One man throwing the next man under the bus, and at the same time nobody ain't going to jail. I got to call on the people who are responsible for putting the people in jail. So my question is, what is the role of the Guyana police force at this moment? Why is the parties that have the control and the authority to charge these people, which is, from what I understand, is the DPP, has not taken affirmative action in charging these individuals for their electoral crimes, for their lack of negligence and all this stuff that lead into all this chaos here in this country, right? Miss DPP, respectfully, I can ask you, girl, what going on? It's Ramadan. What going on, miss? You's a Muslim. You's a Muslim, miss. I'm just asking you. I ain't picking fight with you because I know you're dangerous. I know you got terrorist link. I know you got all these things. I know you're dangerous. But I want to ask you really, skunt, what going on here, ma'am? What going on? Small man getting charged for nothing, miss. Y'all send him on to jail for 3 years for a giant. I want you to know this hard-working man, skunt, who done frustrated with life, where the only way he could calm himself down is to burn a giant before he go out there, start chop up and kill up people. You just put people like that in prison for years, miss. For years, y'all putting people like that in prison. But the big criminals, y'all don't look at them, eh? Y'all ain't watching them. Nobody ain't looking at the big criminals. Right? I can touch base on something else that's going on with you, Miss DPP, because it's going on in your office. You got a file for me in your office. So we're going to touch base on this because this is a serious, serious thing, right? Right? I haven't been charged or anything like that, but I know a file. I was harassed by the Guyana Police Department based on an accusation on something on Facebook which could not even be proven. I was called into the police station. I had to get an attorney, security, skunt. It cost me a set of money. I like to make people waste money, man. At these times, I like to make people waste money. And now, I see a young woman of Afro-Guyanese descent even threatening straight, saying, give me the gun, I can go and kill the man. Right? Let me tell you something, miss. You are one-sided. Or they got something on you. I ain't know what they got on you. I ain't know what they got on you. But they gotta have something on you. Because this inaction is making you, in my eyes, I don't care about anybody else on, right? Because y'all just decide who guilty, who not guilty, who for charge, who not for charge, and stuff like this. Well, this, in my eyes, miss, makes you guilty of a crime. Because if, based on your opinion and the opinion of the DPP, people that get charged, I think based on public opinion, crimes against the public, they should have another force then for charging people who don't want to charge nobody. I respectfully say these things, Miss DPP. But you must understand. I know some of these things sound harsh. I ain't coming at you. I just want to know what's going on. Because I myself have been charged by your office under frivolous nonsense. Frivolous nonsense I have been charged. I've been put in prison, mom, for speaking for my own right. I've been put in prison for calling police to defend my own business. Unfortunately, I didn't know that the police, they want to set me up to. Right? But no matter what bad happened to me, miss, I got faith. I got faith in real prophets, the prophet of Muhammad. I got faith in Jesus Christ. I got faith in all them things them to come, because I know good skunt don't mix with evil. So I want to know, miss, why you mixing with them? You're supposed to work for God government, not this skunt whole thing. You're supposed to be fair. That's all we asking for. Fairness. Fairness, fairness, fairness is all we are asking for. And we are not getting that. Right? That is why we are so upset. That is why the small man can't see way. That is why corruption can't end. Because, miss, you are not applying discipline to the sectors that you need to apply discipline for. You have failed as the DPP. You're playing politics now. You're playing religion. You're playing that stuff. You ain't playing law. You ain't playing Artemis. You're supposed to be fair. So I got tons of respect for you. And the fact that, y'all got y'all little army and ting. Come and lock up people and mess up people and doing all this stuff to people's life. I'm telling you. It's y'all got the people in fear. It's y'all got the public hostage. Miss DPP, I asking for affirmative action. Not sit down and pray and hope God can come for it, because God sent you for do a job. And if you can't do the job, you will send somebody else. It is necessary, and I ask, and it's an axiom, please do not sit by idle. If you need to do what is right to save the country, all of us are put in a position for a reason in this life. Sometimes we don't understand the position, but lead the Muslim nation in Guyana to greatness and show them you stand for transparency and fairness. Don't cast shame upon the Muslim head. My family, half my family Muslim, miss. We don't behave like that. My father was a born Muslim. My father now, I guess he turned Christian priest. I ain't know what to say. Right? But I tell you this, that man ain't got time. If anyone he cheering wrong, so he'll execute them himself. You gotta understand the difference. I come from a fair family. Right? I come from a fair family. And Guyana, the whole of Guyana has become my extended family. So when I see my whole extended family being treated unfairly, miss, I got to ask the question. Why? That's all I want to know. Why? And I think it's a very important question for everyone to ask. Why? Three-letter word. One of the smallest sentence. It's not the smallest sentence, but it is one of the smallest questions that you can ask. Why? Right? Small question. Deserves a big answer. But small question nonetheless. Question is, why is it tolerated? Miss, and I'm going to play some stuff here, miss, so that you can see what I'm talking about. Because I don't want people to feel that I'm just saying something and I'm backing it up. Right? I'm going to back it up with actual, factual results, miss. Right? Going to back it up. Milo. It's very nice. Drink a little Milo. Milo ain't bad. I enjoy it. Because in case they lock me up, I don't get Milo in jail, you know. At least I don't think I get Milo in jail. Did I ever have Milo in jail? I never really had Milo in jail. I don't really get Milo in jail. Right? I could probably get Milo in jail. Man, I'm getting weed and cell phones and cigarettes and guns and shit. How come I can't get Milo? Who knows? Right? So, let us see. Let us go in and talk about this thing a little bit first. Mr. Correa, right? Mr. Correa, if you're calling me right now, I am not on that section yet, right? Hold all of your thoughts, because you're a man, when you call, you got a million thoughts and you want to spit a million out in one shot. I don't think the public is fast enough to catch, Mr. Correa, how your brain works, right? So it's a funny and an important thing, you know. We need to ensure that the public understands you, Mr. Correa. For those of you who like to hear Mr. Correa's commentary, Mr. Correa is very blunt. He's very straight up. He also gives it to you from his opinion as well, but he does back it up with a lot of facts from the past, right? It's kind of a red man point of view, right? And he is on George of Guyana on YouTube, so you can check him out on YouTube at George of Guyana, right? So make sure you guys go there and check it out. He's got tons of links. He makes like new videos like every day, Scott, right? Because when you get old, you ain't got nothing better to do, right? Except fight, or do whatever you gotta do, eh? He's one of the people I can throw up on the front lines, right? Because he's my father. You gotta lead by example. You want to fight the revolution? Go and take a bullet for the team. Don't worry, Dad. We'll avenge you. Right? How many of you willing to throw your parents out there same way I willing to throw mine out there? We got to fight for democracy. It's the old people that left this cunt whole problem the way it's there right now, you know. We young people, we got to take this cunt back. We got to get back we future. Our life got to come back. We got to be guaranteed something for we children. Right? I ain't know about anybody else. But I know if a man walk, a man must get paid. And I don't appreciate when people walk and people treat them like dog. We don't deal with them. Right? And that goes to the whole country. And my sympathies go out to everybody in the country. Because the reality is, all of us in Guyana has been mistreated by the government at some point in time. The question is, are we becoming complacent and accepting those things as a way of life? Or are we going to stand up finally and say, you know what? This gun don't make sense. All these years, we still don't have nothing to show about it except Coolie and Black Man still fighting in an Amerindian country, claiming it as their own. So we haven't really moved anywhere in the last 50 years, right? If I got the project and my project ain't moving nowhere, in 60 days, I got, much less 50 years. Right? And I'm just an independent business owner, doing my little business and doing my work, right? But I know what losses look like. I know what to expect when you see a loss coming, and how to avoid a loss too. Right? Apparently, our government does not know how to do that. Right? Now, discussing Mingo's boxes. The reality is, and I want to be able to show y'all this, so let me pull it up real fast. Let me pull it up real fast, and I just want to show you, right? I ain't gonna show you from my personal stuff. I'm gonna show you something that is I'm gonna show you something that is actually trending right now, right? Which is important, very, very important. Let's see. Go to Kaichor News for a second. You know, the little juicy talking thing, right? And I believe is yesterday's. I want to show it to you, man. Why am I not seeing it now? It's ridiculous. Let me see. Let me bring it up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, either way, until I pull it up here, somebody could find that link for me. I want the link with Kiteshore News where it's showing the tabulation results from Mingo's boxes. Right? And you would clearly see. And Kiteshore publishing them for a reason, right? Kiteshore waiting for set up the government too. Don't be fooled. As soon as the government say lie, Kiteshore can sue them. Kiteshore know what they're doing. Glenn is a smart man, you know. Smart man. Because at least you know you're talking with facts. Facts that they cannot refute. There's a reason why they have not come down and started trying to sue certain media houses and started doing things. Because right now they scared, you know. Don't be fooled with all that wrong and strong behavior. They are terrified. Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand how terrified APNU AFC is right now, yeah, I would just move in and finish them off. Right? All this nonsense going on with the rigging, yeah, I would have finished it off. Right? But something funny still going on behind the scenes, something much bigger than what the average person is thinking. Right? And I think the public needs to be aware. Right? Now, dealing with Mingo's boxes, listen. Every box result, basically, that Mr. Claremont Mingo has counted or has declared has been inaccurate, incorrect, and grossly a breach of our Constitution and our laws, right? When it comes to things such as electoral fraud. Ms. DPP, I asking you why this man ain't properly charged yet, why the police ain't picky up yet. Who protecting the man? Who talking to you personally on the phone behind closed doors, miss? You tell me. Right? I just asking, right? I just asking. I ain't dissing you, miss. I ain't disrespecting you, miss. All I'm doing is I calling on the office of the DPP to act professionally. And non-biasly. Right? Professionally and non-biasly. On behalf of the public, act professionally and act non-biasly. Right? If not, piece by piece, the public will see what is going on. We ain't gonna live like this forever, skunt. Right? Because more like me rising. Every day more like me rising. Skunt, some even rising out to the grave right now, skunt. You ain't see old auntie? Old auntie done dep on the thing. Right? And I see people giving old auntie a hard time too. Same way it is like giving me a hard time, eh? But here's the thing, we gotta look out for we elderly, eh? I look out for elderly. I don't care if you're Coolie, if you're black, if you're Chinese, if you're Portuguese, right? If you're an elder person and you're a decent person, in my opinion, I can look out for you. I ain't gonna let nobody just go and attack we old people. I ain't up on this skunt. People want to attack we old people simply because what happened? She stating she opinion. Well, we're gonna look at some stuff here, right? We're gonna look at some opinions, right? And what happens when you share opinion? Cause when people from PPP or any other group that is not APNU AFC puts an opinion online, we have to look at what type of attacks are going to happen from the government. When we expose the criminals that are connected to the government, they sending in police, right? Man like Premnat Mohan Lal, when we talk about his illegal activities and putting offense and blocking off 149 families from getting their house lot, the man go ahead, the man call Eve Leary, he call commissioner call whoever, or he call crime chief call whoever, send police officer them. Hold on, I got everybody's name. I ain't gonna skin them up yet, right? Because the officer was respectful to me. And because he was respectful to me, he's a good guy, right? He did his job, he investigated, and he find out. So far, he didn't find nothing yet. My attorneys had to go in. And yes, miss, I use a PNC-based attorney, right? Good. One of my attorneys is Stanley Moore, right? And he know y'all tricks, cunt. Now, he might still be for your cause, but at the same time, he's an attorney. And he seemed to be a decent one. I don't know what's going on right now. But I know he know himself. A little spendy though. But he know himself. So, mom, if I had to possibly face being charged, I had to run around and be harassed by the police. This was on the news, by the way. I put this shit on the news. And nobody ain't paying mind because it was my problem, apparently. But now, watch how sweet this whole situation is. Everybody got the same problem now. Watch how God fear. Tell me God ain't fair. God fair. All the nonsense that been happening to me over the last 9 years that I have been complaining about, that no one's been listening to. Watch how it all works out right now. All of we there in the same boat. What now, ladies and gentlemen? What now? Right? But let me show you. Let me specify the inequalities. Let me show you the biasness of the police department, the biasness of the DPP office, the biasness of this government, such as APNU, AFC, governmental coalition, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Let me show you the biasness. Okay? Imagine I speak for my right and I got legal documentation. Hey. Oh, scoots. Hold on. Where are my keys? Hey, D. Sorry. Security, everybody's locked out. Please give this to those boys there. Let them open up the front gate for Auntie. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Right. Yeah, so, you know, all you can do is life, huh? I want you to know everything I talk. This is real life here, you know. I ain't playing games. This isn't just your regular talk show, you know. This ain't rehearsed. This is straight as it is, eh? Why you know this? Good. So let's go ahead and we talk. I get harassed and call into a police department and interrogated and sit down, and I had to go through one set of nonsense, wasting money up and down, right? Wasting my time, stuff like this, because a man made an accusation saying that I said something on Facebook that he could not even prove was the way it is. But it's only because I started exposing the truth. Now I got all my legal documentation for sure that the man is illegal. I waiting where the police there now. Y'all know he's scunt illegal now, and y'all ain't going to do nothing. Friendship, this government can change. Let me tell you, this government can change. All y'all involved going to prison. I ain't even playing. Prison scunt or prison. The nicest thing I can say. Prison. Premnat Mohan Lal, I still forgive you if you can move your damn illegal fence and let we live in peace. If you don't allow we to live in peace, I pushing for you and your family, whoever connected to that program that you doing there with that funny zoo that's not even open up to the public. I am going to push for everybody to be arrested, right? Everybody going in on the investigation. And that is everybody whose name you have put as a part owner, shareholder, or anything related to it when it deals with Hyde Park Zoo, which in my opinion, something illegal is happening there. Right? That is my opinion. Right? So, you would have to know. And I dare somebody for tell me nothing illegal ain't happening there. Or I dare the police for come and lock me up and say I falsely accused any man. I got the proof. You going to jail too, officer. You coming for touch me, you going to prison. You're going to enjoy yourself for this 5 minutes. But when that 5 minutes done, forever belongs to me. Understand that one, right? Because I come in with truth. I ain't coming with lie. I come in with real truth, hard truth. I come in with, right? Good. But it's just some one-sidedness, right? So I get accused of something, accused, no facts behind it, you know, on a Facebook post, and I get pulled into police and I get harassed, and it cost me $200,000 already, right? Gayatri, since we got the team here working, please cook enough food for for everybody, lunch and dinner, right? Thank you very much. Right, make sure all my team eating well, everybody living good, right? Yes. So of course we still got a work project going on in the back. We're building a new workshop and everything else, right? But you can watch the vlog to see what's going on with that, right? Yeah. So however, so I get charged, I get pulled in, I get harassed, and I didn't even say nothing wrong except the truth. Mind I say, and I have evidence of this. I was told that they feel threatened and this and this and this and this, right? So if they feel threatened because of what I said, I think the video that I'm about to show you here, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me if this is not a threatening video, right? A video that promotes corruption, a video that promotes racial tensions. I ain't see the ERC touch it yet. I ain't see certain things touching nothing yet, right? This is how I know things is funny, right? So let me go ahead. Let me pull up the video for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to show you the video. And I'm going to want to hear your comments back on this because I'm really interested in hearing what the country has to say, right? Aren't you? I am, right? So let me put this here and switch it over.
Right now,
oh, scoots.
that people be that people want the election. Seriously.
How many people have seen this video? I'm sure a lot of you have.
Right now, like, I can't understand how. I can't understand.
Can't understand? Learn to read, woman. Learn to read. You can't understand?
I can't understand how these people could got certain things under control and still in just no time them son can't happen.
So hold on. We're gonna continue with the video, but you know, it's just a couple things I want to touch on. Oh, where's this display capture here? Yeah. So hold on. Listen to this thing carefully. I don't understand how things can happen when you got it under control. Well, you really got under control, man. Oh wait, you mean the law? You got the law under control. You got the police. You got the military. You got plenty judge in your pocket, plenty lawyer in your pocket, but you don't have the truth in your pocket. So let me explain this to you, right? Just you know, I'm going to interject here and there, right? Because I want you to understand. I want you to forget the hidden messages that has come out here, you know, right? That is one person sending a message to a whole group of people for a particular reason. You got to understand what's going on here, you know. There's a lot of psychological warfare here, you know. Right? Good. I want you to know this. Pay attention. You're going to see plenty more just now. Let me go back to this one.
You sit on your black scone there making me just come back and just up and telling people but because they got money, you got fucking country you are, G. You're supposed to do every motherfucking thing it takes. And you scut that rigged. You want to play books and nice and jazz. You play fucking nice. Eh? That you playing nice? And you want to play, like, God help those who help them fucking self. And you sit under your black scut saying, but what?
You heard what she said? God help those who help themselves. So it look like we trying to help themselves to this whole election right now. So I suggest we all take this young woman's words, you know. Take it seriously. God help those who help themselves. Stand up. I want you to understand what's coming. Because this is the mentality. of the low-class cunt. That's not the mentality of a black woman. That's the mentality of a low-class fucking woman. Right? A dirty, pokey woman. I can tell you this. Because she done guarantee. She willing to do anything for get she way. Sound like a Jezebel to me. Right? Herod had a wife who make John the Baptist lose his head. Oh, send Shadat in for dance up and thing. She knows she gotta do whatever she gotta do. When she called Granger a black scunt, she know why she was doing her. Black man don't like get questioned by the woman. Coolie man don't like get questioned by the woman. All of this was to help crank. All of this is cranking the wheel, cranking it, stirring the pot, right? Adding fuel to a fire. Why couldn't Granger just be a scunt? Why he had to be a black scunt? I think that's disrespectful to black people because Granger scunt don't behave like a real black man. Real black people got integrity. My godmother is a black woman. Real black people got integrity. Right? I could tell you that much. I know amazing black people. Doctors, lawyers, just a regular man on the road. My family, my friends is some real black people. I just don't like lying around stupidity black people. Likewise, I don't like lying around stupidity coolie people. Right? Stupidity Chinese people, stupidity. I don't like stupid people, Scott. I don't like lazy and dunce people around me. Because all they're going to do is bring laziness and dunceness into your camp. But let me go ahead, right? Let me continue with this video, you know. You hear what the woman said? If you got the rig, rig. Now, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen. If you want a group of people like that controlling this country with that type of support base, this country is destroyed. Completely freaking destroyed. We ain't got no hope, scunt. If that type of group, and when I say that type of group, I don't mean black people, scunt. Right? I don't mean black people. I talking about the ignorant fucking people in society. The ones who, not they're bad, but they mind they're bad. They bad-minded. They blaming everybody else for their failure in life. She's gonna look like a failure in this life. I can tell you that she's a fucking failure in this life. She ain't got no future. That much I could guarantee you, she ain't got no future. She looked like she was broken-hearted scunt. Like shit, 28th man just left shit. That's my opinion. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. Me, I ain't got sense. I enjoy watching it though, right? I enjoy watching it a little bit, right? Let me throw it back up there for you, because I think it's entertaining, scunt. I don't know about anybody.
Listen, you better try some fucking out. I'll go back in the fucking seat here. How by time tomorrow man I wake up, bet you. Trust me, I don't like the reception when you scunt Granger. Honestly to God. You do bare scunt as far as I'm concerned. On a real fucking note. You do bare scunt. You can't do any seat. Jackie would never allow nobody even there in the fucking seat to do scunt. You got it in your hand. You're president. Do some scunt and let this fucking thing deal with. Hey.
Do some scunt and let this thing deal with what?
Like no, like me even want. I never want to go in town. I don't ever go in town. Or if I happen to be more scunt and they give me a gun, I shoot all of y'all. Honestly to God. Starting with you scunt infinitely. You crossing cool scunt.
Pause it there for a minute. Okay, so I got threats against a race there. I got threats against a political group there. I have threats against a political presidential candidate there. But I don't see no response from the DPP. I see the promotion of racial tensions here. I don't see the ERC. You see? Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't even got a problem with these people. But just don't come and piss on my back and tell me it's rain. It feels different, it smells different. I know you're fucking pissed on my back. Right? And that's what they doing to every Guyanese here and around the world, they're pissing on your back and telling you it's rain. Right? They're giving you shit. Patty tell you it's beef. Patty Scott. That's what they're doing. They're tricking you. Right? So when I talk about corruption in the country, and I talk about corruption being on all levels, corruption is on all levels. Only the innocent people in Guyana are being attacked. Only the innocent people in Guyana have to live in fear. Because once you're a Neanderthal, you know, or you are the bad guy, that's the only way they leaving you alone. When they know you're going to kill this scunt when they act up, that's the only way they're leaving you alone, ladies and gentlemen. So my advice is stand up for your right. Don't let people bully you. Don't let people bully you. Telling you this right now. Don't let them bully you, because it will never stop. And they will bully you, and you are going to accept it like our past generations, or whoever accepted more scunt. And you have created children who are now complacent and who have a tolerance for this type of bad treatment, who have a tolerance for the inequality. And more as this progresses, it's only going to get worse, because this plant is being fed by all of the negative ambitions of the political field, and also the corrupted and low life thoughts of some members of the public, not all members of the public. Notice I said members of the public, and I did not say members of a particular group. That is because in both groups, you have people doing similar shit. However, only one group facing police persecution, facing legal action, facing those things, right? So, my question to the DPP and to the government of Guyana and to the officers who come and call me in and want to arrest me, and to the crime chief and to all these people, right? If on a false accusation from Premnath Mohanlal of Hyde Park Zoo and associates Violet Ruby Mohanlal, who is his wife, right, who are all part and parcel of an illegal activity which is blocking a government reserve road that they do not own, right? Let me specify what it is so that they don't twist my words around, right? Because they like twist your words around, right? Good. Who is connected by shareholders like Clayton Hall to everything that's going on in that area. And tell me a lie, Mr. Hall. I got the documents, I got the evidence with your name there. You got to prove afterwards that that is not your name, right? So I waited. My liars are waiting. My goons are waiting. So let me tell you what. Yeah, my lawyers are my goons. Why do I call them goons? Because lawyers in this country, a majority of them, if you don't know what's going on, scunt, you can't be there. That's like a secret society in itself, scunt, right? Where they manipulate everything in the country. It's crazy, but it's true, right? Crazy, but true, right? Dare anybody to tell me a lie, I'll prove it, right? So all these things, threats, racial violence, tensions, all of this stuff, threats against a presidential candidate, Mr. Irfan Ali, since the crime chief, and I tell you the crime chief, they call one buy in CID and let them pull me into the station and this, right? I suggest, sir, you go ahead and you file your action. You let them know that you are in fear for your life before this one come and look at you and the ugliness make you drop dead, scunt, sir. Let me tell you what, she done say if she get a gun, scunt, she gonna come and kill you. So let me tell you what, that is a threat to me, and threatening language, last I checked in Guyana, is a crime that you should be charged for, okay? It is a crime, all right? And then threatening racial violence toward coolie people, that is threatening towards a whole freaking race, right? So when people is talk about, man, racial this and racial that, I want y'all see where the racial scontual tension coming from, right? It's not me. I happy because she couldn't keep her mouth shut. She couldn't keep it inside. God allows she forget stupidity and bubble forth all of her wicked intentions that are inside of her. And you can see it clearly. But my question is, Miss DPP, why is this woman not charged yet or brought into the police station and stuff like this? Is it because she's black and the police are primarily black? Is it because Mr. Ramjatan know you? Is it because Mr. Ramjatan is in control of the judiciary, right? Tell me what's going on. I'm not fighting with anybody. I'm just asking. I know y'all gonna put me in prison. I know you're gonna torture me, right? If I dead skunt, I gonna come back and haunt you. And if I punish wise in there, I gonna come back and get you because you put me in prison wrongfully. I'm telling you right now. Nothing more dangerous than when you turn a good man bad, Because all them who playing bad, they ain't bad. I asking for justice, mom. Justice. Right? And I think that the lawyers from the PPP are stupid for not pushing and bringing charges against this woman here for these types of slander and attack. Facebook in Guyana is full of racial tension right now. Either Indians saying things about blacks and blacks saying things about Indians. And personally speaking, I don't agree with either. I'm mixed. And even though I don't want to be in that fight, because I'm mixed, I'm automatically pulled into it. And even if I sit on the sidelines, the actions that these people commit when they get into government affects everybody, even me. So when people wonder why I talking all the time, I talking for a reason, scunt. Because I ain't gonna get licks and not holler, scunt. I get the licks, I holler in. I want you to know it's pure licks that they giving people down here wrongfully. Right? But I surviving. Once a slave, today, tomorrow you might be the master. You don't know this life, this flip around, right? The world is a circle. So be careful what you do to others. They're gonna come back on you. Right? A very, very important thing.